Did you know there's a whole Violet Flame team in heaven ready to assist us? Keep watching to learn more. Heaven is home to a huge group of Violet Flame angels who are dedicated to the Violet Flame. There's a whole team helping us with the Violet Flame and ready to bring the greatest gift of all times to mankind. Today I will introduce 6 of these beings. Did you know there are spiritual beings that are higher in hierarchy than archangels? In just a few moments I will introduce 2 of them, since they are members of the Violet Flame team. Let's start with the Ascended Master of the Violet Flame, Saint Germain. As most of you know, Saint Germain is the Ascended Master who brought us the gift of the Violet Flame. He is the Chohan, which means Lord or Boss, if you will, of the 7th light ray. This is the violet ray of forgiveness and mercy. And guess what? The Violet Flame is also called the Mercy Flame or Forgiveness Flame. What do we know about Saint Germain's past embodiments on Earth? Well, he was embodied as a ruler of a Golden Age civilization over 50,000 years ago, a high priest in the Violet Flame Temple on Atlantis, the prophet Samuel, Joseph the father of Jesus, Francis Bacon, and many more. So why is Saint Germain so important when it comes to the Violet Flame? Saint Germain is the hierarch of the Aquarian Age, which is an astrological age that we entered around the beginning of the new millennium. That means that he is the main Ascended Master who is responsible for advancing spiritual evolution on our planet for the next 2,000 years. The Ascended Master Jesus Christ was the hierarch of the Piscean Age, which covered the previous 2,000 years. Saint Germain is a great lover of freedom, one of the qualities of the Violet Flame, and he tirelessly pleads the cause of freedom for and on behalf of mankind before the Karmic Board. The Karmic Board consists of 8 ascended beings who govern mankind's karma. These are beings that you meet before and after a lifetime on Earth to discuss your spiritual progress and your life assignments and tasks. Without Saint Germain, I would not be doing my Violet Flame videos because we wouldn't even know that there is a Violet Flame. He is the Ascended Master who advocated for us to receive the greatest gift of all times. Without him, we would have had to bear the full burden of our karma or transmute it through service to life, because we couldn't just sit down and do Violet Flame decrees to transmute it. He has made great sacrifices for us and has given a lot to make the Violet Flame available to all of us. But that's a topic for another video. So in the 1930s, Saint Germain revealed the Violet Flame's existence to the world at large through his messengers Guy and Edna Ballard during the early days of the I Am movement. And now we can all use it if we want to. Amritas. Do you remember Amritas from my video Why Use the Violet Flame at least 15 minutes per day? It is popping up right now in the upper right corner in case you want to refresh your memory. Amritas is the ruler of the Violet Planet, and Saint Germain has told us that Amritas carries such an intensity of Violet Flame and of the 7th ray in his aura that it extends far beyond the actual size of planet Earth. Let's ponder this for a second. The Earth has a maximum diameter of 12,756 kilometers, which is 7,926 miles. That's almost 13,000 kilometers. Let me give you a comparison to make this number more real. The distance between Los Angeles in the US and Darwin in Australia is 12,701 kilometers or 7,892 miles. That is almost the same distance as from one point on the surface of the Earth through the core to the opposite point on the surface. It takes 16 hours and 17 minutes to fly from LA to Darwin. So if there were a flight path through the center of the Earth, it would take that long to get to the other side. Saint Germain said that Amritas' Violet Flame intensity extends beyond the size of the Earth. So now you have a sense of the vastness of Amritas' energy field. We don't know how much bigger it is than our planet, but I think we can all agree on it being something very, very huge and special. Amritas loves mankind so much that he has promised to be present on the Earth on the 3rd day of each month, to give the devotees and all mankind an incomparable boost of Violet Flame. So it's great to call to him on this special day every month and ask for his Violet Flame blessings. Zadkiel and Holy Amethyst. Zadkiel is the archangel of the 7th ray. He and his twin flame, Holy Amethyst, embody and administer God's freedom, alchemy, transmutation, forgiveness, and more. Holy Amethyst focuses the mother aspect of freedom through an amethyst crystal. All who serve the seventh ray in heaven, as well as many of their devotees on earth, wear an amethyst crystal as a focus of the violet flame. Zadkiel and Holy Amethyst are here to help us secure our individual freedom. As you might realize, karma is our main freedom blocker because it keeps us imprisoned in old records and tied to this world. And what's the ultimate karma transmuter? Exactly, the violet flame. Archangel Zadkiel said the following about the violet flame. We see from inner levels the tremendous effort you make to transmute the layers upon layers of karma you have made in this and past lives. It is truly a marvelous thing for us to behold. In one moment you sit surrounded with every kind of negative thought revolving in your aura. In the next you decide to invoke the violet flame. And lo, the mighty power of the seventh ray as a giant electrode of cosmic energy begins to form around your person. The violet flame angels gather around you. With palms outstretched, they direct across your four lower bodies in your aura an arc of the violet ray. As that arc flashes across your being, it vaporizes the negative conditions. They literally disappear from heart and mind. Isn't it amazing to hear an archangel speak about the power of the violet flame and describe what it looks like on the other side? He also said, when you invoke the light of our violet flame legions, know that millions of angels of the seventh ray respond to your call immediately. We see the rise, the fall, and the ebb of the tide of world karma daily as keepers of the flame worldwide do invoke the violet flame and therefore mitigate the effects of mass karma. Wow! Millions of angels? Can you imagine that? This just leaves me speechless. And he said we literally can have a positive effect on world karma just by invoking the violet flame. That is so amazing. Arcturus and Victoria. As mentioned before in this video, there are beings of light that are even higher in heaven's hierarchy than the archangels, the Elohim. We know of 7 Elohim and their twin flames. They are the builders of form in the material universe and are the ones who actually created the world when God gave the command. The Elohim and cosmic beings carry the greatest concentration and highest vibration of light that we as humans can comprehend. Arcturus and Victoria are the Elohim of the seventh ray, which means that they serve the violet ray throughout our known cosmos. They are dedicated to the freedom and the victory of planet Earth. They have an etheric retreat near Luanda in Angola, Africa, where they focus the energies of mercy, forgiveness, and alchemy. A retreat is a kind of schoolroom that our souls can travel to at night to be taught by great spiritual beings. Let's see what Arcturus and Victoria have to say about the violet flame. Everything that happens to you in this world can be altered by the violet flame. Only you can decide. Somehow this human mind does not quite believe, even in the minds and hearts of chelas or disciples, that the violet flame can do everything that you need to have done. When an alchemist goes to his laboratory, if he does not perform the experiment, if he does not engage in alchemy, nothing happens. Well, if you do nothing, you will see nothing. And so the experiment must include your invoking the violet flame for a certain amount of time each day until you have a momentum building in your aura. Aren't these super powerful words? You have heard me say that the violet flame is a spiritual superweapon. Arcturus and Victoria call this the wonder drug of the century and wonder flame. Wow! Besides these 6 team members I have officially presented to you, there are millions and millions of violet flame angels as well as many more ascended masters and cosmic beings who are very devoted to the violet flame. Now that you know how many spiritual beings there are who want to help us with using the violet flame, I hope you will increase your invocations to the violet flame or start using it today. Ask any of these 6 beings I have presented today for their help. Remember, the call compels the answer. If you don't know how to invoke the violet flame, check out my video, The Violet Flame Mantra Beginners, which you can see popping up in the upper right corner of your screen right now. I'll add all my sources and book links in the description below this video. A quick note, book links included in this video may be affiliate links. If you purchase a product or service with the links that I provide, I may receive a small commission. This helps me to continue providing you with free content. Have you been using the Violet Flame already? Leave me a comment below and tell me about your Violet Flame experiences. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. This helps me enormously to reach more light bearers like you. Thanks for watching and have a great Violet Flame day!